Gabriel's up bright and early this morning. At least it's not 6:30, but this week has been killing me with these early rises. I don't know what's going on. He used to sleep, both kids used to sleep between 8 and 9, which is good by me, except for the fact that, like, when I need to get somewhere. But he woke up at like 7:45 today, which isn't too bad. And then Kai is still asleep, thankfully. I really just want to sit and do nothing, but I'm going to go ahead and do the 5 minutes of reading the Bible, 5 minutes of praying, and 5 minutes of worship. And then I'll do nothing. So this little guy gave me a scare this morning. I was doing the quiet time and heard a thump. Ran back to find him having fallen off my bed. I don't think he was quite awake yet. He must have been waking up and twisted off the bed. So I put away some clothes, switched over the laundry, got him dressed, got Gabriel some more food. He's watching Sesame Street. I think we're going to go to the zoo today, so we'll see how that goes. Well, I'm really glad that I did not waste my time drying my hair yesterday, because this morning we're headed to do Mother's Day out, and I waited just long enough to leave. It was perfectly dry all morning, but I waited just long enough. So now it's like pouring down rain, and I had to get the kids in the car and get myself in the car. So I'm wearing this jacket. I'm pretty sure it's my brother-in-law's. They stayed with us for a couple of months, and pretty sure he accidentally forgot it. So I'm thankful for that. But I am on my way now with my two boys. I think Caius will be falling asleep. So far this morning we've just done a little bit of laundry and eaten breakfast. Barely thrown on clothes, makeup. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously the zoo is out because it's raining. It was supposed to thunderstorm last night, and it like church events were getting canceled, school was getting canceled, and airplane stuff was getting canceled, supposedly. It was supposed to be really bad, like hail and everything. And then it didn't rain at all while I was still awake, and I was awake till like 11. And then, which is why I have such a hard time waking up in the morning. But I was awake till 11. It didn't rain. I did wake up to some thunder and lightning sometime in the night, but nothing horrible. Anyway. Just finished Mother's Day out. I got my younger son, Caius. I don't know why I do that since this is day 3. Cheese! He's asleep right now. He's been asleep since 2:30, and everyone already left, and I'm still at my sister's house, so I'm just waiting for him to wake up so that he gets a good nap. Then we're going bye-bye. Yeah. So Gabriel is playing. He has a little matching game, electronic thing, but he thinks it's a camera, so he's saying cheese and taking pictures. I'm drawing right now, and I have chopped on cheese. This is my take on Jasmine. Cheese, you want me to take a picture of you? No, not this. Hold on. Oh, are you trying to trade me? Here you go. You take this. You want my phone?
No.
Can you put this back where you got it? Thank you. So, enter Jasmine. And now I am working on L. No, stop throwing. We are finally leaving my sister's house. Kai slept for about he slept for about 2.5 hours, and Gabriel just played and I drew and we watched Chop. So it was a pretty relaxing afternoon, actually. It's nice. I feel like he hasn't napped this week. I'd have to go back and look and see when he's napped, but his naps have been like really short and sporadic and stuff. Did I mention that Caius woke up this morning by falling off the bed? Super scary, and I hate it, so I'm not quite sure what to do. Because it's hard, like if I move him, sometimes he wakes up, so it's like, do I wake him up or do I leave him? Obviously, I'm gonna have to start trying to move him, but I just hate it. But anyway, going home, I think I'm gonna make pizza since it's so late and I don't have time to defrost chicken or anything. But I think, or I could make something in the Instant Pot. We'll see. I have to look at my list of meals that I have planned out. I know I have tikka masala pizza and steak, and I know the steak is frozen, so I won't be doing steak. Tomorrow we're gonna go have Passover Seder dinner with some friends, and it'll be the first time that I've ever done that, so I'm excited because you know, I think it's important to understand and to reflect. And Jesus, you know, dying on the cross, that God gave us the symbolism in the Passover, you know, to foreshadow His coming, and I'm really excited to see what it's about and how it goes, since I haven't ever done it before. But tonight I need to move over the laundry. I still have clothes in the washer. I hate leaving clothes in the washer, and I hardly ever do it, ever. Like, worst case scenario, I leave stuff in the dryer, but I hardly ever leave stuff in the washer because I cannot stand the smell of like mildewy clothes, and they're, you know, like, depending on how long you leave it, if they're wet, they're gonna get that mildewy smell, so I just cannot stand it. And I think that's going to be one of the first things I do when I get home is move the laundry over. I got that load of my boys' clothes put away this morning, and then I was just doing the rest of the laundry, and that always takes me forever. So I'm hoping I can finish that tonight. The load in the washer is my last load to wash, so it's just a matter of putting everything else away. So I'm headed home, gonna finish the laundry, gonna start dinner, and we'll see where that takes us. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow during the day. Maybe I will go to the zoo or do something indoors. I don't know, something out and about, I think, because I feel like I've been in the house a lot this week, and I think Gabriel wants to get out of the house, so I'll probably take him somewhere. So tonight for dinner we're doing this rising crust pizza, and I like it plain how it is, but tonight I'm going to add some red onion and garlic to it. So we usually eat all of it. It's pretty good. Gabriel's asleep for this one. This little one's still going. Caius! Watching Victoria on Amazon Prime. 9 o'clock. Today we achieved something great for this week because it just hasn't been happening. Both my boys slept in until after 8, so I'm super grateful for that. I still feel exhausted, but it's whatever. I'll catch up on sleep when I'm dead. Is that how it works? Yeah. You're welcome. So we just been eating watermelon since we cut it 2 days ago. Obsessed. Okay, is it empty? There's still a juice in here, baby. No. Can you say hi?
Hi, Daddy.
No, this isn't Daddy. Say hi, Caius.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
I don't know what we're doing today, but it's going to be fun. We have Passover dinner tonight. But besides that, I'm not sure. I made chocolate chip muffins because I had some frozen muffins. And my son, Gabriel, he was like, me muffin. He really wanted one. I just used these packages. They're like less than $1, 86 cents or something for the package. You just add half a cup of milk. Usually I do mini muffins. This time I did the big muffins because I was like being super lazy and didn't want to deal with dishing it all out in the 18 cups. But I added chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips to this. So we'll see how they turn out. They're already really chocolatey, but I thought I would just add something extra to them. But super easy breakfast for your kids, and he usually helps me pour in the half cup of milk and mix it around. Today I just did it myself because, again, I'm feeling lazy. He's out playing with Play-Doh. Anybody else have a kid who likes to go in their dog kennel? But it's like a cave for him. It's a good thing I clean it out weekly. I just cleaned it yesterday, so I'm not too worried about it being dirty, besides all the hair. He loves going in there, though. He's a silly baby. Is that your cave? Get off the lawnmower. You know, it's really hard going through a journey. What I mean by that is like going through metaphorical deserts, like the Israelites walking through the wilderness. And I think one thing I have to try to remember is that God brought them to the promised land a lot quicker than the 40 years. But yeah, it would have been over for them. Like, they could have claimed the promised land a lot sooner if they had just believed and trusted in God to defeat, whatever giants they faced. So, like, as I walk through situations in my life where I'm like, okay, I know this is going to end eventually, and God's taking me through something, and then He's going to bring me out the other side, I have to remind myself that I can make it take longer by not trusting in Him. And so it's really hard because, like, sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm like, okay, God, show me clearly so that I'm not afraid of the giants in the land and that I can, like, get there faster, so to speak. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to delay His blessings, And sometimes it feels like I delay it, and sometimes I'm like, well, maybe this is just God's timing. It's hard to know the difference. Anyway, just a thought I was thinking of. And another thing that I was reminded when I was doing my devotional is that, like, you can be content in your circumstances if you have the right mindset and you are grateful for what you have. And so that's something I need to work on, because I know that I often look at the negative instead of the positive. I need to get this little guy to bed. So I gotta go. Ah. I am doing a face mask. It looks gross. It smells gross. But I'm hopeful that it works. Okay, so this is the second time I've tried it. It's one of those natural things. Gelatin, unflavored, mixed with milk, and you mix it with milk and then you microwave it and then apply it like a face mask. It's actually really disgusting, so I'm not gonna lie about it. It smells gross, kind of makes me want to barf. But like, I did it, like I said, this is the second time I've done it, and I thought it worked really well, like peeling off. So I want to see how it is this time. I put it on thicker, and so I thought it would pull off a little better this time, because I only did isolated spots last time, and I put it on thicker. So we'll see how it goes. Should have done it before and after. But I'm not gonna lie, it really does smell bad. It's like milk. So we'll see. I'm letting it dry since it's so thick. I'll probably have to wait longer too. Okay, so I couldn't get off all of it. I'm about to shower, so I'm just gonna wash off the rest of it. But it did get some blackheads out, and I don't think it was 100% success, but I'd do it again because I think it like works to get stuff out. It's just, I don't know. I'll have to figure out a formula to get it out. It's crusty right here in my eyebrow. Because like in some places it was too goopy, so maybe I just didn't let it dry long enough. The skin does feel softer. Or soft. Maybe it's the same. Also, my day is going very slowly because I had tried to get Kai to sleep after that last video. And I got him to sleep, but then since he fell off the bed yesterday, I didn't want to leave him on the bed or feed him to sleep on the bed. So I tried moving him to his crib. Did not work. This is the current state of my baby. I just got this shirt in the mail. I'm so excited because it's my birthday. Soon. I'll be 30. So it says vintage 1989. But I love it. It's so cute. And it's a super comfortable fit. You know, it's not too tight. It's really good. I never make my bed. So if you're noticing that, I never make my bed. We are about to go to the park. Gabe, aren't we going to the park? Let's go play. At the park. I definitely prefer the recycled rubber as the flooring with a baby, because otherwise I have to stand here while he climbs around because he can't be on the ground, or I have to hold him the whole time.
Come on, get into the house. We need to get upstairs and plug it in. We have to plug the crystal in of light before crazy stuff gets in. That's 100%. Let's go downstairs. And the light. Fire pass. Need you! Mariah!
So we went to Passover last night, and super good. I need to tell you about it, but I don't have time right now. But we're going to the church to meet with someone till I do the next step in the process of joining, which is sharing your testimony. So we're heading out, and I'll have to tell you all about the Passover meal. Seder. It's really good. Got my mugs in for the craft fair. I'm so excited. They look so good. We just left our house. We went back and muffins for lunch, and now Kyle and I are headed out on a date to a winery. My in-laws are watching the kids, so we're excited about that. And Passover last night was so good, right, Kyle?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. The part that stuck out to me the most, besides reflecting on Jesus' death and resurrection, was there's a certain section where they talk about like the Egyptians coming out of Egypt, and it's like saying, if God had only done this part, then it would have been enough. And then it goes on into the next part, like, so if God had only gotten them out of slavery, it would have been enough. But he also judged the Egyptians. And then it's like, and if God had only judged the Egyptians, it would have been enough. But God also, gave them provisions and let them, have the money. It's like really good. I'll post a link so that y'all can read it in the comments, but it's so good. And it really stuck out to me because in our life right now, I'm constantly waiting for things to happen when I've been trying to focus on being more content and more happy with our circumstances instead of reaching for the next thing. And so that's why it stuck out to me, because I felt like God was telling me, you should think that this is enough, because even that you don't deserve. And yeah, it was just good reflection time. The boys were really crazy, but Kai's teething. We gave him Tylenol and he calmed down a bit, and Gabe got to play with the other kids. He had a lot of fun with that, but he was super tired, so we didn't stay too long after it was over, but we enjoyed our time and hope to do it again next year. What else? Today we talked with the guy to join the church, and we're super excited about that. He had some good suggestions and was reviewing the next steps with us. We have another class to go to and sign the covenant, which I'm not really sure what that looks like, but probably going to review it before we go next week, before I'm like, okay, I'm ready to sign this. And we're talking about joining a